Pep, does Vinny sort of call you much? Has he spoke to you much since he became a manager?
In the beginning, yes. I know a long time we are not in touch, but we are close. So Burnley is not far away from here, and of course we follow them. So there's not Vinny. There are many friends that they were here. Carlos Sartori was Mar Bushasa. So many people working here that helped me and helped the team, and this club for many years are there. So always we are in touch and one eye what they are doing.
Jeremy Doku, Pep was somebody that played under Vinny. Did you ask him before you signed? You didn't speak to him at all.
No. Yeah. But Jeremy, we spoke, yeah, and we saw a little bit, and he was right. So I think Vinny has a big talent that, in my point of view, every player have been with him is better. So have the ability to, in collective issue, improve the players and the way they play.
Hi Pep. You said just there now that one day you will obviously leave this job. I know you said you would consider a new contract, and that's potentially not something for a while. But when you do leave, have you thought about the club you'd like to leave behind? I mean, think about Sir Alex Ferguson. He went out, win the Premier League title. Klopp's left a good team behind him. Wenger didn't maybe go out in the same kind of, wasn't quite as good scenario. Have you thought about the scenarios you'd like to leave behind?
I tried to do my best during this season. This time together, and hopefully, I don't know. At the end, what we are doing is try to do our best when we are involved, when we are here. So I'm not thinking much what we live for the next people is going to be in charge. So I don't know. So I'm thinking, I'm so concerned about focus and game day by day, and after I don't know.
And you've got obviously Kevin back now, Erling coming back. Julian Alvarez has played a lot this season. Last season when Kevin and Erling were fit, there wasn't as much playing time for him. What role do you think he'll have in the second half of the season, Julian? Do you think he'll play as much in the second half as he did in the first half?
When we are all the squad, depends of how they perform. They will have more minutes and less minutes, so they have to compete. So when I see what I see in the training sessions, I see many things, and of course I want to be everywhere involved, but depends on how they perform. Julian have been so important, and why it should be differently from now on. So it depends on how they perform.
Hi Pep, you've talked before about De Bruyne and Foden maybe playing together in some games but not in others. What type of games would it be suitable for them to play? And then in which other type of games would you rather go with something else? What's the difference?
No, I don't know. Right now, I don't know. I know in the teams, for example, play 5 in the back, we could do it. In the teams, they have a lot of quality, and you have to imagine you have to drop a little bit or defend a little bit deeper. So we should change. Normally, we move with 2 holding midfielders. With them, we cannot do that. We have to be with 3 in the middle, 5 in the middle. So yeah, there's some adjustment that maybe we should do. But of course, can play together, because if they are able to do it, they can. It's like Julian, for example, alongside Phil or alongside Erling or Julian or Kevin. So none of them can play like a holding midfielder proper, like can be Mateus or Gundo in the past with Rodri. So you have to adjust something.
Hi, but I'm sure that you're not thinking about your future too much right now, but when will you give yourself time to think about what you want to do next? Will it be a case at the end of the season you'll sit down and decide whether you want to speak to the club again about a new contract, or whether you'll have that 1 year and then?
I think we have time. But now I feel really good, like always I've been, but football situation changed a lot, so still I have had my opinion that when you have 1 year and a half left your contract is a lot of time in world football, so we take time. We have time, I would say.
In the past, how much time have you given yourself to make that, when you've extended in the past, how much time have you given yourself to think about that before you've gone to the club and said, this is what I want to do? Is it a quick decision, or is it something that takes months and months to decide?
No. I take normally decisions are quick. I not rely on a lot. I trust in my feelings and instinct, and every time they offer, of course, my family was involved, but not much time. So when I feel it, it's okay. I feel good. They want me, okay. But we cannot admit it. 8 years is a lot of time. Next season will be 9 seasons, so it's a lot of time. I have to see the players, how is the behaviors, how our standards, we can keep it, and the players follow you. I'm tired, not tired, so many things are involved in that. It's not the same when you extend after 2 years than after 9, so it's completely different. But still I'm here sitting, I'm okay.
Can Erling start tomorrow, or does he have to come off the bench after an injury?
I wanna see the training session, and still I didn't think much about the team selection a little bit, but I have to see something because Vinny make different shapes, and I have to reflect a little bit more.
And the injury itself, it was clearly worse than you first thought when it happened. Did the injury against Norway, was that injury for Norway when he was on international duty early in the season, was that part of this injury?
No.
And just in general, did you see...
I think it happened against Aston Villa. He didn't feel good, and apparently it was less, but at the end it's a bone, stress of a little bit fracture, and need his time. So now I feel better. He doesn't have pain, make 3, 4, 5, 6 training sessions in a row and feels good. That is the best news, because when it's not a muscular, I'll say bone, enough pain is good. But of course have been 2 months out, and you know, the rhythm and everything, but maybe it's good from the beginning to start, and maybe for the last minute, so we'll see.
Do you sense he's been very frustrated and been waiting to...
Have been boring, yeah.
He's been bored.
Yeah, definitely. So these guys want to play and have been, but at the same time, he refreshed his mind when come back from the summertime. Was a little bit tired, you know, for the first season in his life, played this amount of games, never played this amount, and the tension for the finals we had in FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League. He was a little bit tired mentally, and I think maybe, you know, helps to be fresh, and now it's, wow, I want to play, and I want to help the team and score goals, so that's why maybe for the last part of the season, maybe it will help us. So hopefully it's going to happen.
Hi, Pep. You're talking about, obviously this is your 8th year, it's probably going to be a 9th. You look as energetic as you ever have done as City manager. You do. Like,
me?
What do you put that down to? Like, still having that energy after so long.
I don't know. I do the normal things. I try to have incredible staff that support me and do the job that sometimes I'm tired to do after many years. I am more quality manager in terms of I select better the timing to work, the timing to disconnect a little bit, and the passion to still we are there. You know, in 3 competitions, we won 2 titles this season. Still, we are in 3 competitions more. So, winning games helps you to have energy. When you are losing games, you are more tired. See the team then getting better and playing against difficult opponents like Goodison Park after World Cup, or Newcastle away and Spurs away, and see how the team behave. Give me, wow, the team is still, you know, we are together, still we are in the same path, and that gives you energy. Energy is not switch on, switch off. You have to reinstall and re-energetic every day what you see, what you live in your personal life and many things. And this is what is living now. That's why what I said, 1 year and a half is a lot of time. Maybe we're going down, maybe I lost the team, or the team will struggle. That's why you have time to sit and talk, and we see how we feel both sides, and we are so clear between the club and I think myself in that terms. So it will not be a problem if you have to continue, or we don't have to.
Did you have to teach yourself how to switch off? Because I remember, you know, when you came here, everyone said that you're completely obsessed, you live it 24/7. Have you had to learn
before,
how to...
when I started in Barcelona, was like that. Now I'm able to stay in sofa watching something on TV and don't think about football, and that helps me, because after I have more desire to, you know, to reconnect. So don't know. See, I think I learned that before it was all the time thinking, because I think, oh, I'm missing something, or I'm not professional enough. And I think I understood that is a mistake, and it's better to have the quality, what you have to do. And sometimes it's rely on with my people that, oh, help me to see these kind of things or the other things, and make me feel, more comfortable and arrive in the right moment. At the end, it's a training session, or when you are in front of the players, completely fresh, completely know exactly what you have to do. I think this is a key point as a manager when you play every 3 days, 4 days. When you play one game a week, it's not a problem, but we have 3 for this for many, many years, because not a problem one season, it's many, many years. You have to know yourself better, and you have to adjust better what you have to do. And I think in that terms, I learn. Simple as that, I learn. It's normal, it's the process, it's normal.
Just on that, Pep, what prompted you to make that change to become less emotionally attached, to be more kind of detached from the squad, and not become as kind of invested in every game and take everything so kind of personally if you lost?
No, I prepare. That doesn't mean I prepare. The players knows that, so we prepare the game incredibly focus what they have to do. Depends on the opponents. Burnley attack different like Spurs, for example, so that's why you have to defend differently. So, and this is the point what we have to find. So I take seriously, really, really seriously. I don't want to disappoint my players. I don't disappoint, of course, our fans, our people, support us, and my people that trust me. And that fact that I don't want to disappoint them make me feel I'm there. But before I would like 24 hours. Now I don't need 24 hours, to prepare the games, because I arrive better at the right moment to be in front of the players. Okay, thank you
guys.